Now recording.
Hey everyone, this is said to be the eighth episode of the Frostwalkers podcast. Here with me today we have Shay as Rowan, Livy as Sari, and returning we have Lee as Rue. In the last session, you guys were introduced to the fact that a horde of doppelgangers have been knocking out people in the town and replacing them with themselves. You, after a fight with a drow gunslinger named Ellen, who left the castle saying that House Banray leaves their regards. With that in mind, Livy, you may remember Sari also got a return letter from her Tief mom. And in that return letter was a tarot card that has now loosed a spirit of some sort into your brain that only speaks in word.
Oh, yeah. The fun guy.
The one that's also...
It's Sari.
It's also the one that made Rue think you were going insane. You guys went to the home of Throgmorton, who told you about a few people acting strange, both Basil and Tatiana, and after showing up at Tatiana's house, you found out that she was indeed a doppelganger. After dealing with the doppelganger, you were told by the voice to visit Vi, the furbolg who runs the library. I will say that you all have made it to the library. I won't make you travel. And are inside, and have filled Vi in on the evening's events. As the morning comes, Vi was probably taking a nap, but he's willing to work late to help you out. So that's where we will start.
Nice of them.
So you guys are in the library. Vi is probably handing you books on doppelgangers and just certain things of that nature. And it's at that moment that you, the three of you, are talking to Vi, and he just says, "All right, so that's all the books I've got on doppelgangers. I hope that's useful." As he just hands you this stack of books. Yeah,
that's a lot of books.
That's taller than me, and I'm taller for a gnome.
How do you think I feel?
Short.
Wow.
Yes, that was the joke that I was making. Yes.
Do you feel happy?
It's at that moment you guys look into the doorway, and you see, for a second, you believe it's Calum, but instantly it morphs back into your doppelganger buddy Jay.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Were you just pretending to be
that's
Calum?
how I got around without people going, "Oh shit, a doppelganger." I got his consent.
As long
I
as
can't
it was
decide if
consensual.
that's okay or not. Oh, it's okay.
If
sure.
I asked him first. He said it was fine. He told me to. He actually sent me here because he wanted me to talk to y'all. Because I remembered,
Okay.
I remembered something after
What?
you hit me on the head real bad, a couple times.
Yeah, sorry about
I remembered that one of the mistresses, one of the ones that are dead, is leading this whole little espionage mission, and they are essentially hiding out as one of the people. They're using the polymorph spell to do it. Their logic is if half the town is doppelgangers, by the time you work out who the hag is, it'll be too late. So you might want to.
So do you know who she is?
That's
Who she's
the
pretending to
brunt
be?
of my knowledge. I was hoping, since you're in an institution of learning, you might be able to work that out. Vi just looks at this doppelganger and just goes, "Well, fuck these books then." Just fucking shoves them all off the desk. He just sort of adjusts his glasses and just goes, "You're looking for the effects of a polymorph spell?" He just sort of gets up on a ladder. You see him just start kind of looking around. He's just like, "I know a Nellian left me one of those books recently. Damn it. The Royal Library is always so full. Kind of jealous." Jay just looks to you all and just goes, "I mean, if you hadn't, did you kill the one that was pretending to be the Blood Hunter? Did you kill him real good?"
I mean...
Yeah, the one pretending to be whatever her name was.
The doppelganger?
Oh no, this isn't a trick question. If you
Tatiana?
killed her, you killed him. I'm asking because he may have known more than me.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
that was pretending to be Tatiana. I thought, never mind. That I got confused.
All right,
Never mind.
cool, shit.
Yeah, we killed him
That
real
was gonna
good.
be my first guess. Well, that's unfortunate, but we can make this work. Vi just looks down after having like an even bigger book, and he's just like, well, there's not one specifically on polymorphing, but there's one about transformation spells in general. He drops this fucking Titanic tome on the fucking thing. He's just like, you're gonna have to find the part about polymorphing specifically. But besides that,
Are the chapters alphabetized? Because otherwise, I will be here till I die.
I'm afraid I can't be much help here. I don't really read too well.
It's okay. It's okay. I do a lot of
Okay.
reading in my free time. I have quite a bit of it, anyways.
sorry, Rowan,
I
you're
take a
able to
book.
look at the index like a good person when looking at a reference book and find the part about polymorphing. But once you read it, it's a lot of a lot of arcane knowledge that you as a druid may not necessarily know, so I'm going to need you to roll me just flat out intelligence.
Okay, I have pretty
Yeah,
good
I wouldn't make it
intelligence.
like arcana or nothing, just flat intelligence.
Yeah.
Alright, you're able to
That
thumb
is
through it. It's a
12
book,
plus 2, so 14.
not a deep, dark... It's not the Necronomicon, it's a fucking textbook. So you're able to see that the polymorph spell, unlike doppelgangers,
Okay.
needs to be recharged. So, it needs to be recast after a certain amount of time. Damage dealt while under the polymorph spell could reverse the effects. Basically, if someone was trying to hide out with a polymorph spell, they need to be someone secluded from society, because so that way they wouldn't worry about needing to cast the spell over and over again.
Does it say how long
Recast?
it lasts?
Yeah.
Like
let me
how
get that for
frequently
you.
do they have to
With that
refresh
14,
that
I can tell
spell?
you that it does last up to an hour, so they need to recast it on the hour.
That could be
So it needs to be someone who you, at the very least,
helpful
wouldn't be
information
surprised
to
to
us.
not see for over an hour. As Vi keeps reading through this, he just goes, I mean, most people here are real talkative. I don't know anyone who'd be that secluded. Any guesses? Jay just looks over and just goes, I mean, not to be a burden here, but it's not the head honcho that we're dealing with. We're dealing with big bulk arms, you know? There's 3 of them, and you killed one of them.
A what?
And we're not dealing with the mistress of magic. So that one knows even less
we're
about
dealing with
magic
the big one.
than Tripweeze would.
Yeah.
So they might even have a harder time casting the spell.
Well, that's
Vi just goes, that
That's
would explain
good
the
for us.
mass use of doppelgangers.
Good for us, yeah.
If they were trying to overwhelm you, they could hide even easier. But now that we know what they're after, we have to make sure we can properly deduce who we're dealing with. Because we can...
I haven't
Zagreus
seen...
did go on
I haven't
mission,
seen
yeah.
Zagreus in
By
a
what,
bit. Oh, that'd be why.
Mission. And she does quotation marks.
Jay just goes,
fingers.
that would be good if we saw that it was someone who's not in town. Who we know is not in town. Yeah, that'd do it.
That's true. She
Unless
doesn't
Owen
know.
told her.
I mean, why would she know that Zagreus and Nath were gone? That's true. Oh, do we wish we killed Ellen? I'm very sorry.
To be fair, it wasn't actually her.
You would kill me. I'm kind of glad you didn't. Jay just said,
Robot.
yeah, you would have killed me. I'm kind of glad you didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't kill you.
Vi just keeps looking. He's just like,
You were thoroughly duped.
you know, there's one thing I can do that could be useful. Whoever did this would need to know a thing or two, and if you said your friend was not magically inclined, and by friend I mean enemy, they'd probably need to do the same research, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Unless they just
That's
got it
also
directly
true.
from
Jay just kind of
That
thinks,
head lady.
I have to remember something. I have to. You guys are counting on me. You just see him keep thinking and thinking. He's just like, she said something about being close, striking close. I don't know what that meant. Is there anyone close to any one of you guys? I don't know, someone like you don't talk to a lot, don't see a lot, but like you would say is close. That's all I got.
Well, there's my thief mom, but she lives far away.
The only person coming
And
to mind
Elliot
is
would be too intelligent to fall for
Emelian.
that. I mean, yeah. I mean,
too
hags
obvious.
This hag's not the most.
What about Rose?
But they're still sharp as a tack. They wouldn't do someone that obvious, especially because everyone was at that party last night. I guess tonight. Ugh.
I mean, I recently got a note from my brother, but I don't.
It would have to be someone who lives here.
Know him. He's not
you
even
don't
from
really
this
talk
town.
too much, but you would still argue is close enough that they could get close to Caleb without him being concerned. Rose would be too close, especially if she was at the party.
Rose?
Jay wouldn't know about it because he was part of the party attack. That rules out most of Caleb's staff.
I mean, I know that we have some other friends who are kind of on and off in this party. There's Shira, Andre.
Shira was at the party. That's
true. Shira was at the party. Actually, all those people were at the party.
Oh shit! He's just thinking about it. That's so that I mean, plus side means you know who your friends are. Everyone at that party is probably safe. Know your friends so you can take down your enemies and all that. He just starts kind of and he was fine. I mean, you took care of Tati, and Basil's not close enough. Basil's just one of the extras that were doppelgang.
Yeah. That's true.
If only
but
there was someone we knew about
don't take anybody for granted.
who was close enough to Caleb, but didn't really talk to y'all. I mean,
I can think of.
Okay, out of character. Is this a character that has already been mentioned, or is this like
out
a
of
new
character? I will tell you that Vi and everyone here is right that most people at the party would be clean. But I will say that that is assuming that they came to the party clean. The transformation couldn't have happened at the party, but it could have happened before, which would explain why Jay doesn't know about it. He then, Vi just probably brings that point up and then just says, so out of the people who are on and off, Shira, Andre, and Plank, who do you think would be the easiest to argue that they wouldn't be around? Is any one of them antisocial of any sort?
Oh, Andre for sure.
Especially because she's been staying with Leona, yeah?
Shira's too much of a public figure.
I would have some suspicions about that half-elf. That's just...
Well, in the least creepy way, anyone know where she lives?
Jay just goes, that is actually
I have no
perfect
idea.
If no one knows where she lives. And her skill set is thievery and... Oh, her skill set's thievery. Ellen made off with a shit ton of money, remember? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Vi shrugs, it's like, I wasn't there for the party. Jay was. I don't keep an address book.
Address book in this library?
Yeah, the only one who keeps census would be Caleb, but that castle might not be a good spot right now. Especially if... Oh, shit. Did you leave Andre with Caleb when the fight went down?
Oh no, did we?
Rue's out the door.
Jay just slithers with. He's just
Thank
like,
you for your time.
They
and
weren't.
then she follows
You
me.
actually just see him move like a snake would instead of walking. His whole form muting to just move very quickly with you. It's just like Caleb was still in his right mind when he sent me, but that means that all this time we've been here could have been time they've had to strike.
Shoot,
At the very least, we can get that address book if we're at the castle.
Sure
So I think it's a victory either way. The three of you, the four of you, book it as the sun starts
We're
to
wasting
rise
time. Let's go
to the castle. And as you do, sure enough, you see Leona and another guardsman and go, All right, you gotta swing with your whole body, force in, and like just slowly guiding this guard through a proper sword strike. When Jay shows up, he says, "I brought the others. We got to get in there now."
Aw.
Leona would look at you guys like, "What's all this about?" You just push Leona aside and run in, and Sari follows.
Not answering, just running,
Sorry,
running.
you've also noticed that.
Thing.
You also noticed that your
Sorry,
tarot
continue.
card has not been
You really
speaking
gotta get
much.
in.
Sorry. You actually hear it
I'm
wake
good.
up for the first time and just be
the
like,
thing.
"Are you all
Go.
right? Who do we need to fight?"
Oh, Andre, I think?
He
I think
nods
she's our
and
friend. I don't know. I never really
no,
talked
he just
to her.
nods and shuts off. So what were you saying?
Nice thing about Andre. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you? I was saying, nice thing about Andre is that
You'd think that'd
she
be
is
bad
kind
for
of easy
Rogan,
to
don't you
spot.
think?
She has very bright red hair.
Mhm.
And at
I
that
know,
moment, you guys open the door,
but it's her
and
call.
you see
Her
Caleb
fashion choices.
sitting there having tea with Andre. And you just
Why?
see the half elf
That seems
just kind
really
of put her
unusual.
hand on his shoulder, and Caleb's just like, "Oh, that's really nice of you.
sure.
Thank you so much for doing all this for me." And it looks to you, and for a split second, you see fear in Andre's eyes.
Oh, we got her.
Caleb freaks out.
Sorry,
Sorry,
wants to
I need you to
tackle
make a strength contest. Just roll me strength, and let me check something.
her.
You drop her, and
That's
as the
15.
sun starts peering in through the castle, you see this half elf take some damage from the fall, look up at you, and just go, "What have you done?" And Caleb is shocked.
Oh,
I got her.
I'm gonna.
Jay just
rush
looks over and just
Caleb
goes,
and, like, stand in
"Sorry
front of
about
him.
this, boss. I guess this is my 2 weeks notice." Yeah, you see Jay actually turn.
Okay, wait. Does that mean he's on our side or?
No.
Okay. I was gonna be
As
really
this
scared. I was like,
thing
oh no, did he leave?
lurches, a huge arm appears where Andre's once was, and Sari, you are just thrown off. You don't take any damage, but they just turn back into that familiar, terrifying form. Caleb.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
that's real.
disgusting.
That's real
It
big.
looks over to you
That's
and
very
just goes,
large.
"Well, are you happy?" And at that moment, the clear pupilless eyes it
Are you
has
better?
fade away, and it just goes, "I can see you now. This is going to be fun."
Oh no.
I don't like that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sorry wants to poke its eyes.
Okay, sword out. Let's
Caleb
go.
Sorry wants
drops
to
the
poke it
tea
in
and
the
just
eye
goes,
so it
"Were
can't
you
see.
poisoning me?" And it just goes, "Well, I mean, yeah, that was sort of a bit." He passes out.
Is he okay?
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay. I would like to. Oh god, I'm very conflicted.
no! It's okay. I got Caleb. You do your thing.
Okay. Are we gonna go
All right,
into
right
initiative?
before you
I
do,
would like to
I will
go
say one thing.
poke this.
The people of Timshul have gathered at the front gates of the castle. They've witnessed a lot of strange things this evening and are demanding answers. So there's like a group of people with torches, like this may sound like an angry mob, but it's more of like a mildly interested mob. Yeah. They have torches.
Concerned mob.
Yeah. There's no pitchforks, just
Mildly
lights and
confused
someone knocking on the
mob.
door going, "Hey, is everything cool? We good?" And as you hear
No, it's not.
as you hear as you hear that cleric from earlier, Scapegoat, is everything cool? Wait, Basil? And silence. Jay just goes,
Oh no!
No.
Trap.
No.
Oh god, we played right into their hands.
Fucking knew it.
He just
I
goes,
knew Basil was
no.
wrong.
Ah, shit.
Oh no.
They know you're adventuring now. They accounted for you. Now there's a whole mob of people outside the gates. And some of them are probably doppelgangers.
Well, fuck.
I only have 2 fists. Rowan, do you know any spells to turn me into a spider so I can punch everyone really fast?
They could probably squish you
The
with a
hag
spider.
is just
Could I turn you
grins
into
as
a
you
big
realize what's
spider?
going on. It shrugs.
You bitch! I hate her. I hate her
Can I
so
punch
much.
her before you turn me into a big spider?
I don't know if that was Rowan. I think that was just Shay.
Jay just looks to you all and
To
just
be
goes,
honest.
I'll wake up everyone I can.
Um,
You guys deal with her. Maybe if she's out the picture, the others will retreat. Leona's got the guard. Maybe we can work something out. And you see it turn into a snake and just go back somewhere into the caves. Not the caves, the crevices of the castle.
I wish I could turn into a snake.
I might have something to turn you into. Something.
Rowan, make a medicine check.
Okay, I know.
Mhm.
Medicine check. Okay.
If your goal is help out Caleb, you are able to just with the stuff in the
that is a
room and the
19.
immediate stuff you may have had packed away on emergency, are able to whip up something you know could reverse the effects. Caleb will be fine with that high of a roll, but he's going to be incapacitated for the remainder of the fight.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well,
I
that
think,
was actually.
I think the best I can give you is that at the very least,
So
kind
that
of
was.
waking up with over a 20. He still will be.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's probably not feeling
So,
great. It's not a good
now
time to be
that
poisoned.
the scene's been set, let's roll initiative.
Yay.
Oh, so dramatic.
Okay.
That's a 14.
14, 10, 12,
That
right?
is a 10.
That's a 12.
Okay.
Yep.
And give me a moment to get everything together for this evil little lady. Yeah, okay. 14 goes first, so whoever had that, let me know how that goes while I account for something really quick. Okay, yeah, you're set. Whoever had the 14? Alright, you're up first.
Yeah, that was me. Ooh, okay.
Caleb's fine.
So
He's
Caleb's,
going to get this.
I mean, probably,
He's not looking good, though.
probably feeling kind of sick. I tell him, I'm really sorry about all this. It's gonna be okay. And then I look to the witch, and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna go right for it. I'm just gonna cast.
Alright, that's a Constitution saving throw. I have to make a con save,
sorry,
right?
you cut out. What did you say? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
15. Does that do it?
That just misses.
Alrighty.
I have a 16.
How much damage is that? Or should I look it up?
I just need to know what dice I have to roll.
Yes, you do for damage.
If I have to roll
it's
some
going to
dice.
be 2d10 radiant. Assuming you're casting this at second level. You do you have third level spells?
I do have some third level spells.
Right, you can cast it for higher if you want an extra d10. That's your call. But you would pay with a third level slot.
No,
Right,
I think I'm
then.
just gonna do this at second level. Okay. The ones I have in my hand are D8. Okay. That is a 7 and a 3.
7 and a 3, so that's 8, 9, 10. That's 10 points of damage. Okay. She is burned by this, and I believe due to the effects of Moonbeam. Yes, a shapechanger makes its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it instantly reverts to its original form. You can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light. So,
haha!
Oh wow!
Everything of Andre is gone from her, revealing her just true grotesque form, and she cannot polymorph again.
Haha! I didn't even know it would do that.
And that's a hint. Who's Sari? Are you the 12 or is Rue the 12? All right, then you're up next.
Sari's the 12.
Woo, Sari's
okay. Spoiler alert. Tag goes last. Anyway.
Fantastic.
And the thing I accounted for was the psychic damage from the breaking of that, because that's still lasting.
All right. So 17 plus
to hit
7.
That will break. Absolutely.
Cool. I forgot to get out my D4. I'm gonna dig around for that. It's great audio of me just rustling in a dice bag. There we go. That is 7.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to do for this turn.
7 points of damage.
Yep.
Alrighty. This hag reels back, still in complete shock of what's going on. At that moment, though, you
Robot.
tarot card, and it just says to you, "Sorry."
It
You
cut
drank
out
they
what
missed that whole
Do
thing.
some work and look while you do some work and look while you can.
Yeah.
Be sure you can find all of her tokens. Do you hear me any better now? Okay. Sorry. You hear the voice in the tarot card saying, "You do not know where this hag has been. Make sure to check for her token.
What?
Make
What's
an
a
intelligence.
token, I may
Make an
ask?
intelligence check."
What is a token, I may ask? That's a nat 20 to help me
Oh
with
my god!
the task.
Wow. Okay, so nat 20. I'm going to say this is a story. You were told either by the gnomes or by addicts. Sorry, you've been kind of holding out on everybody. You remember nursery rhymes and poems about hags. And in those nursery rhymes, you remember the name Annis Hag. And the description that I'm going to go out on a limb and say your gnome family told you matches this hag's look one for one. The hulking mass, the gulls in their back, and the metal teeth are all indicators that this is something from nursery rhymes you've been told. And you remember one of the rhymes ended with the message being, "Don't take things from strangers." Because Annis hags can have up to 3 iron tokens, where they can shape metal into something small, and if they have it, they can whisper to you and slowly corrupt you.
Oh.
So, you may need to keep that in the back burner.
That the hag might try to give me a present.
Or she's already given them away. She can have up to 3 active at any given point.
Oh no.
Where are your
So-
tokens?
It looks over and says, "Wouldn't you like to know?" Rue, it's your turn.
I'll
Hold
punch
on.
you again.
Okay.
You butt.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is cast Compelled Duel.
Okay.
So she's got to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I rolled a 5.
Yes. Okay. So she now has disadvantage when attacking a creature other than me, and
Okay.
can't move more than 30 feet away without making another Wisdom saving throw.
Neat.
That's a bonus action. Now I'm gonna
Ooh, shit.
run up and whackety with my sword.
Make
That's
it happen.
a 17 to hit.
That does it.
Woohoo.
Meets it beats.
Okay, and
Oops, spoiler alert. Yeah, meets it beats. 17's the magic number.
10 damage.
Holy shit, y'all are doing good work
That
tonight.
was a 7 on a d8.
Nice. Okay. So with that 10 damage, it is reeling in pain. From the psychic backlash it's taken, the evening it's had, and your lot's everything, it is not looking great. So you said that it's going to... it has to attack you? That would also be
It can attack other people, but it gets disadvantage, so...
Can I make a very serious question before I do what I have to do? Because I have to either roll some numbers or take the average. And I'm scared of that average because it sounds pretty nasty.
I can take it.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how much can you take, my dude?
I can take it.
Okay.
Do you want numbers, or do you want just my overconfidence?
I kind of want numbers, because otherwise I will roll.
40 hit points.
You will be able to take it.
And lay on hands.
You will be able to take it. But you're not going to like it at all. Does a 20 hit? Not a natural. Unnatural.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
You take 30 points of bludgeoning damage as it crushes you.
Oh! Oh my god!
It
Ouchie, ouchie,
It
ouchie,
grabs you
ouchie.
and just squeezes you
I
to
think you're
it.
saying more than ouchie.
Oh, it's giving you a hug.
This is the worst hug I have ever had in my entire life.
And on top of that,
Is it cracking your bones?
yes.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw, or else you take more.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh
no!
man, I don't like that at all.
Fuck, this is giving me taco suffering game flashbacks.
Okay,
Especially
19.
last lecture.
That does it. You sustain
whew.
great damage, but you're able to just force yourself out of its grip.
Oh god. Who needs a chiropractor when you can have a hag?
It just flies and spits a metal tooth out on the floor.
Spits a metal tooth out. Okay.
It sticks to the floor.
It's a magnet.
Well, no, it's more like a... You know what? Sure.
Because the floor
Rowan.
is also made of metal.
Rowan, you're up next.
Okay, I want to do two things. One of them is not magical. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Rue, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Let me...
Probably not going to be able to heal you for that much, but
It's okay.
Roll a d8 and add your
Oof.
wisdom to that.
okay. Luckily, wisdom is my best stat.
You offered a compelled duel. I accepted.
Okay.
I saw you when I raised you.
Okay, so that's 2d8 or 1?
It's 1d8 if you're casting at first, 2d8 if you're casting at second, 3 if you're casting at third.
I'll cast it at second. So I'll do.
Okay, so roll 2d8 and add your wisdom.
Yeah. Okay. Because they lost a lot of points.
Oh.
Okay, awesome. That's an 8.
Oh man, I'm dumb. Okay.
That's an 8. And 2 plus 3. So that
You
is
are healed for
8.
13
plus
points.
2 plus 3.
13, I
Sweet.
believe.
I am back unbloodied.
Yay.
Woohoo!
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
So that is an action. What is the other thing you wanted to do?
The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to ask, does Zagreus have a stone of far speech?
That's a Calum question, and Calum is unconscious.
No, you said I woke him up. He's just not feeling good.
Oh yeah, you're right. He does, but only Calum knows the frequency, so you'd have to use Calum's. He has
Okay.
it, but yeah.
Caleb, I'm sorry to bother you. I know you're really not feeling great, but can I please borrow your stone of far speech?
He hands it to you.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to try to contact Zagreus if he has one.
Okay. So you message him, and you just hear, "Hey, Rowan, this is not a great time."
Well,
The moaning.
it's
You
not.
just hear,
It's a.
you hear in
what?
the background,
I hear what?
just an unholy sound.
Oh.
Are you guys dying?
What? There's a Remmerhaz out.
There's a what?
A Remmerhaz. It's a giant ice bug with a fire belly.
Oh shoot.
not-
Well,
Scientifically.
over here there's a bird. Sorry, my friend has a pet bird. There's a big hag that's attacking us, and there are doppelgangers in the town. And if you're not too far away, we could really use your help.
He says, "I'll try and be there as fast as I can and turn everyone around, but you gotta hold off for a little.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your help.
We gotta kill this giant thing first because it is currently trying to eat Sylvester, and it is almost the size of a building."
Okay. Kill the
Sylvester's
yeah.
so small.
Kill the
That'd be
thing.
like barely a snack.
Don't insult him. And then Rowan hangs up.
Okay, so yeah, Zagreus, you can get help, but it will be a little late. All right, Sari, you're up.
Right. Sari wants to pick up the metal tooth and ask her brain friend, the voice in her head, what it is.
He said, you pick it up and it just goes, "It's one of 3, but it's the only one around here that I see. You know what we have to do when this is over? We find the other 2.
Yeah, I know what to do.
It then just
She
says,
puts it in her pocket.
sorry to weigh all this. And it sort of.
Hmm?
It says, sorry to wake up to weigh all this on you, and goes dead.
It's all good in this neighborhood. She puts the tooth in her pocket, and I will hold
Okay.
on to this for safekeeping. And I'm gonna punch the hag in the face. She announces that loudly while looking at the hag.
Okay, make it happen.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Plus 7, but like nat 20.
Yes, say no more.
That's 8 damage, and I'm going for flurry of blows. So
you did 8 damage from the nat 20?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's a 17, and the second one doesn't hit, but the first one, 17 plus 7.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, first one hits.
Then the second one is 6.
6.
6 points of damage from my
Okay.
second.
All right, yeah. I didn't say this earlier, but like if it was bloodied before, it is hurling blood now.
Yeah, that's what you get.
It is what?
It's beyond bloody. It's like critical. This is like the point in the boss fight where the boss turns red and starts attacking faster because you know it's about to die. We're at
Okay.
that point.
I thought you said I heard it was hurling blood, and I was like, ew.
I mean, it's a hack, so it
was
could.
Ugh, gross.
Okay, Rue, you're up.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm just gonna hit it with my javelin again.
Okay.
Actually, how bad off is Caleb?
How about Caleb is fine. He's gonna heal Rowan, remove the toxins. It's just a matter of him getting his bearing.
Okay, in that case, longsword time. See, that would be a 16.
Okay, that sadly does not hit.
Tragedy. Okay. So
Do you have
swing it.
Do you have multi-attack? You're like level 4. I don't know if that's a thing you have as a paladin yet.
Not as a paladin, no. And
Really?
I've got a shield in my other arm, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm sorry. Alrighty. So it's the hag's turn. It's going to go up to Sari. It is going to try and make a bite.
Take double disadvantage on that.
Holy shit.
Hell
As
yeah.
a protection fighter and from compelled duel, so.
So that's 12.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. It tries to make a bite. It has multi-attack, so I have to make claws, but I'm assuming that's also with that disadvantage, so. Yeah, the worst I rolled is a 2 there. So the worst one I rolled there is an 11. So I think all 3 of them probably miss.
Yeah, that's what you get. No, bad.
Alright, you then see the tarot card kind of glow a little bit, Livy, and you just see appearing from where you were this little purple and green spectral knife. It just flicks itself into the hag, and it just pierces right through. Not for very much, but for something.
Thank you. So polite.
So, actually, you just hear it go, well, now it's time to finish this fight. Rowan, you're up.
Okay. Could I try and help Caleb to stand up, or should I just like?
You can. It's up to you. This thing is not looking good, so chances are the 2 combined powers of Sari and Rue will probably be enough.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to get Caleb to his feet. Hey, buddy, do you think you can stand up for me?
He kind of takes a hold of his cane, or staff, using it as a cane. Lifts himself up.
If you start to feel sick, you can sit back down.
He nods and just goes, I won't.
What?
He looks to Rowan and says, looking her dead in the eyes, with the most stern face you've ever seen from this prince, I won't.
That doesn't sound like his voice.
He coughs a bit and is just like, I've never been more serious in my life, Rowan. And he walks out.
He walks away.
He's
Wait,
walking
like he won't
towards
get
the
up
door.
or he won't sit back
He's
down?
standing up. He's not sitting down. He's walking towards the door.
Oh.
Get him!
You hear him go, don't. Sorry. Don't stop this.
Caleb, you don't sound like you.
He then just goes, well. And then he goes,
And
he says,
with
I know with all of what's going on, I know that sounds bad, but he snaps his fingers and the minor illusion spell is cast. At that moment, your prince, his robes are replaced with a red, very pinstripe looking, very almost very haberdashed outfit, a white mask over his eyes that has a bit of an icy glow around it, and a gun in his hand. He just goes, Prince Caleb can't save his people, but I will. And he walks out.
Oh
Is that a clown?
my god!
Is that guy a clown? Has Caleb secretly been a clown this whole time?
Oh, see, Rowan has no idea what this is, but Shay knows exactly what it is, and I am freaking pumped.
Same.
Same.
And so,
Rue is extremely confused.
you hear the doors of the castle kick open and gunshots.
Hell yeah! Fuck him up, Caleb!
All right, Rowan, that was your action. You helped Caleb out. Sorry, you're up.
Yeah, Sari's gonna, very confused, punch this hag in the face, just like not even paying attention. So that's the reason why she rolled a 4 plus 7, so.
Oof. Are you going to burn another key point for that flurry?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so roll 2 more d20s.
No, that's bad. That one's okay.
What was the one that was okay?
16 plus 7.
That's going to hit, yeah.
That's 7.
You do 7 points of damage?
No, wait, let me think about this for 5 seconds. 2 plus 4, 6. Yeah, 7.
Okay, and as you throw this punch, Sari, you see just another one of those spectral blades. And I hate to be that guy, but I've stolen your kill.
Hey!
You had 3 HP on the hag, and this blade did 4. So you just witness the tarot card just go, let me give this a try. And it just starts zipping around this hag, slicing every which way. And in a second, they just lurch over and fall.
Did we do it?
Head guy?
A shadowy image of what looks like an elf, an elven-ish man, but no physical features except the ears would tell you that, just completely cloaked in shadow, grips the knife, grips the multicolored knife, sheathes it, and just does a very over-the-top showman's bow as it disappears.
He must be a gnome.
It just goes,
Thank you, Shadow Man!
it just goes, you all hear, you may fear, but do not dread. I'm the voice in Sari's head.
Why don't you have a name?
This does not make me think she's any less out of it.
He just makes it, I think, the thing is, you know that once you see my name, nothing's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Sorry, you would know, whispering his name summons his physical form.
Yeah. Wait, would I summon you inside my head? Would you just
No, I'd be no. Let's go deal with outside now that this hag is dead.
So you're sure she is dead?
He just goes, you actually see the shadow appear again and just go, oh, I've killed a lot of people in my time.
It's just that, the last one
I
turned
know,
into like a
dead.
huge wolf monster and like
You see him you just see the shadow kick it. And then
just kick the Okay. Rowan's just like so suspicious, just like waiting for something to happen.
The third hag would need to be here, and they're not.
Are you sure that's all the time we've got?
It nods and goes, outside we go. Come on, don't be slow. And the shadow just to the front doors of the castle.
I wish I couldn't do that, because then I would win.
Rue, you may, before we had initiative, since it would be your turn, you can check that by like stabbing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just a little extra.
Just and nothing happens. Just like, yeah, we killed it.
Okay, not to be too gruesome, but I would like to stab it in the eye because I'm very irritated that it got eyes back.
Okay, you do so. And I just like the image of you all walking out as Rose wakes up. Caleb, how was your... Oh my god!
She would just... It would either be her freaking out, or she'd be like, I'm too old for this. She's like 20, but she's too old for this.
Rose magically is able to pick up the hag body with their tiny little arms and just throw it out the window.
I just imagine.
And as the body, I just have this. You guys run out to the castle, and you see who you know is Caleb, but by this point has taken on a whole different look. The way they looked when you saw them, and their skin is darker. It was once Caleb's typical light blue, but now it's such a dark blue you could almost mistake it for a drow in the Dark Knight. And it is, you see him just making precise shots at these doppelgangers. Stuff you would never expect from your prince, but still littered with spells. As you run out there, you still are able to see that the people, while surprised, were losing. But once this figure came out, people seemed a bit more embrazen.
Do we just see a witch like fall out the window
and just fucking collide with
flat
like
on the ground?
you just see it collide on 3 doppelgangers because Rose has good aim.
Gross. Ew.
Because Rose has good aim.
Jay just looks over and just goes, "You people managed to pull out win after win. These townsfolk, I'm impressed." And you just hear Leona go, "It's because I spent 2 hours training these guardsmen, and they're somehow 20 times more competent than Zag ever had them." And at that specific moment, you just hear, "Oh, come on, that's a little unfair." As
there he is.
Zagreus and the whole crew just jumps off and starts just aiding the fight. And funny enough, Sylvester is riding the Remmerhead.
Of course. That's such a Sylvester move.
And as they're just cutting through the remaining doppelgangers, Jay just goes, "So, like, I'm not gonna get slaughtered, right?"
Probably not.
As long as you stay out of the way.
Wow, that's dark as fuck.
Well, otherwise other people might slaughter you, but we won't slaughter you.
That's fair.
Yeah. We're nice.
Vi, you have to see Vi
Like
walking out.
dead people. We're
You
nice.
just see Vi like walk out, and he's like real tired, and just goes, "I'm too old for this shit." Has a mace in his hand, is able to just knock the head over one of them.
Nice.
He walks over to all of y'all, and is just like, "Oh, I see you woke up the whole town, but I mean," looks at the hag body. "Guess you did it. So, I mean, I guess it was worth no sleep."
Yeah.
And you hear, you actually, Rowan, you see, your druid friend Althea, a human druid, as she looks over to you and just goes, "Rowan, did you see that? Who helped us?
Who helped you?
You don't know the stories?"
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
She just goes, "Whenever we're in our deepest needs, even when the prince can't help us, that man is always there." And she alludes to the elf currently taking out one of the last remaining doppelgangers with a fire spell.
I want to. The thing that I want to say is I think that's Caleb.
Okay. I mean, you can say it if you'd like. I'm not stopping you.
Well, because I did see like Caleb transform into that guy. See, I think Rowan's really confused because a part of her brain is saying, "Oh, that is Caleb," and another part saying, "Maybe like I've seen a bunch of doppelgangers today, and that was maybe somebody that just like was taking the shape of Caleb." You know.
Mm-hmm.
So she really has no idea whether it's actually Caleb or not. She's just confused.
She then just goes, "It's happened since Caleb returned from the Blue Isle. When he first brought Delilah with him, he also started spreading stories of this other elf, a friend he made. He goes by Ace, and he protects us when the prince cannot." And Zagreus, you just see Zagreus looking away at that point. And I think he actually takes a moment, looks to you, Rowan, Sari, Rowan, and just kind of does the follow me gesture into the castle.
Following.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the second you three are out of earshot, he looks to you and just goes, "You saw, didn't you?"
Saw what? We didn't see anything. I don't have eyes.
Sorry, I'm not stupid. He looks over.
You're not stupid. You're Zagreus.
He sighs, just looks over to you all and says, "I mean, everyone's got secrets."
Is that Caleb? Is that him? I saw him transform and I thought it might be Ganger, but is that him?
He kind of does a very slow nod and says, "What I tell you doesn't leave this room."
You have my promise.
Yeah.
When Caleb returned from the Isles, when Caleb was at the Isles, he had to help them deal with something they could not do alone. But if he did it as Prince Caleb, there would be war with the Isles. The Isles' whole government system was corrupt and using people and just things that Caleb couldn't abide by. He couldn't save lives as Prince Caleb, so he saved them as Ace. He doesn't want fame or anything from it. I think he'd rather let the people believe in fairy tales that there's someone watching out for them even when their prince can't.
Wow, I think I've underestimated Caleb.
He smiles and goes, he just smiles and goes, "He'd let you do that."
I knew he was a strong prince, but I always saw him as a little boy trying his best.
Yeah, he's a kid. I mean, he's a year older than me, but he's a kid.
He just Zagreus has a bit of a proud smirk on his face and just go, "Like I said, we all have secrets."
Zagreus,
he saved my life. You think I wouldn't be surprised by something like this, but...
Zagreus, do you have secrets? Are you secretly a woman?
He smiles and pats Sari on the head and just goes, "I have my secrets, Sari, but I'm sure you do too." And he kind of eyes the fact that he then kind of goes, "Especially with that extra shadow you got."
Where?
You see a shadow kind of wave at you, and sure enough, it's that elven man. Just goes, "Oh, he's good."
Whoa.
Zagreus just smiles to all of you and says,
"Sorry.
Just
what?
don't." He just says, "Well, in one day you managed to take down 2/3 of the Coven of Frost. Keep that in mind, and let the boy have this. Let our people have this."
I'm just gonna stand. I mean, if they need help, I'm gonna keep fighting. But if I can stand back and just kind of watch them fight,
The fight's
I'm okay.
He smiles and just goes, "The fight's over. It was just doppelgangers, and we got a fucking Remmerhaz out there. There's no fight."
Okay, so in that case,
Okay.
I'm just watching this go down, and like all I can think is like, wow, like look at how far we've come.
I think I'll end this on this note. Caleb, in this weird outfit, walks in, the people having been sent off for the night. He looks at Zagreus, kind of gives him a nod. Zagreus walks out and rejoins his company. Caleb looks to all of you, snaps his fingers, the illusion is gone. He looks himself, and he's tired. But he smiles at the three of you and just goes, "So, we have a lot to talk about. But I think..."
That was so cool!
He smiles and
get this gun.
He smiles and says, he smiles and says, "I'll explain it all in a minute, but for right now, I think we've earned that sleepover, yeah?" And that's where I'll call it tonight.